Hi guys, Melky here. I haven't been making videos for a while, so I'm just going to make a diary video. Diary. Not diarrhea, but diary. So, in terms of Christianity, something that I thought of today is about the angels, right? So, in Revelation, when the new earth and the new heaven came to be, there were angels in it, and I found it pretty unique the way that um, before that the kingdom of God never, to the extent of my knowledge, talk about angels in the kingdom of God, like it legitimizes or it rule for an existence of some angels in the kingdom of God. We know that in Genesis, angels were called sons of God, and then somewhere along the lines they become the workers. So do you believe that, right? So maybe other denomination would have a different thing to say, but I think somewhere along the lines the sons of God became the workers, and the true son of God would be Jesus Christ, and from his stem, the kingdom of God. And in there, no previous angels. Why is that the case? But in Revelation, there will be angels. So how would the story of that unfolds? It's something interesting. Uh, I say, like, this world is rotting, right? This world is going to pass. Therefore, do not love the world, do not seek its glory more than God. And God is the person who was crucified by the world. So if you didn't get the glory, I mean, that is just not the Christian way. But even if you get the glory, like rich entrepreneurs of the New Testament, for example, like Tabitha, was it Tabitha, or was it Priscilla? She was rich, so she's pretty glorious as a merchant woman. Was it a merchant or maybe a different kind of job? And obviously not non-Christian kind of job. So it is not that glory is repulsive for Christianity, but the way of justice should be prioritized, right? We should get glory from the economy out of helping people. And sometimes the economy is stupid, right? You see the condition of doctors nowadays, you see the condition of teachers, and I haven't, like, these clothes makers. I've been using these clothes for years, and I am stupid. Like, I should have be able to connect with these people as well instead of buying a new clothes. I mean, they make a high quality clothes, right? Why don't we? It would be a compliment to use it to the fullest. Anyway, so that's the rotting world, right? That's the economy of the world. The way of the world is just increase in entropy. Why is it an increase in entropy? Because pe- people are not wise, and they, like Wolfram Alpha already defined nowadays what Wolfram Alpha. Mr. Wolfram, the creator of Wolfram Alpha, I guess you should reference his podcast about entropy. And he defined it as something that we cannot identify, therefore it is entropy. So our lack of wisdom makes it a rotting world. The decision making of our society makes things worse, and that is because we cannot calculate everything. So there's going to be a new world where the kingdom of God reigns, and that is a place of justice. And in there, how come there's angels? That is the question. Why is there angels in this new world? Because angels were assigned in the rotting old world. And I think the angels somewhere in the past has made mistakes, maybe, so that this is the result. But everyone makes mistakes, right? And at the end of the day, heaven is a place for Jesus Christ, for human beings and angels as well. So how is this manifest in a real world? I I didn't present it well. Sorry. So if you get the point, I should probably, present it in a better way. But those are the concerns, right? Some of the other concerns that I thought about today would be, what else? I forgot, because that was pretty intense. Previous one. Again, I'm still big for eradicating irresponsible talking, and it would solve a lot of problems. And irresponsible talking is the source for a lot of problems as well. And now, I remembered how we used to be ruled by dictators in my country. And I think if people cannot talk in hiding, like making codes and stuff, the stakes were their own well-being, their own lives. But sometimes for things that are not that dire, we just we didn't differentiate respectful talking, responsible talking, and irresponsible talking. We don't need that irresponsible talking all the time, and it causes a lot of friction. I'm not saying you cannot talk about other people behind their back. You know what? Yes, I'm saying that, but I'm not saying you cannot talk about other people when they are not there. But when they are there and you talk about it without them being able to properly address you, it's like you have there's a sense of 20% or 30% sense, like, oh, I have said it to him, and it should unfold as if I have said it to him, I have negotiated. But it's not going to be like that. It's going to be corrupted. That is so bad, guys. Because why? Because we are human beings. We negotiate. What differentiate us from animals and plants? Maybe you want to say power. That is not wrong, but I think it's not that. For the very essence of it is our ability to negotiate. That is what's very different. That is what's very different about us. And if we do not respect our identity, all right, our us being in the open, taking responsibility of what we say, the attribution, there are so many ways, like entropy, guys, so many ways. Things is not appropriate, things are not going to be appropriate. For example, wrong attribution, inappropriate attribution, dissatisfactory attribution. And attribution a lot of times means the deserving of money, in the economy. So that is big. And another thing would be, the prolonging of problems instead of resolving it, because resolution comes from multiple exchanges, and this irresponsible talking is like one exchange, and then the next day another exchange, and then the next day another exchange through this friend and that friend and that friend, talk about it and then meet again and not really talk about it, another exchange, till the stakes are so high you gonna punch each other or something. Then you want to talk about it through lawyers or through government representatives in the legislative or something like that. Why, bro? Because they could have done something else. They could have made it much better. So another thing that I also think about is that how liberating the law is, and without law, there is no liberation, because if we live like animals, we are not free. That's why we create a society that is so restrictive, because the reward of that is better freedom. And in society, in an advanced society, the law is liberating, right? It allows it enables you. It is so well articulated, you can rely on it, and everyone can rely on it to determine their property. And if they strive for a reward, it is a sure thing that they will get it without drama. And that is pretty liberating, guys. That is what we want. And oof, this irresponsible talking is the start of making things worse in many different ways. So I really hate it. And I really hate it, actually. Really hate it. I shouldn't have used that accent, that emphasis. I don't understand that. But I'm going to show you my concern, right? I should really use my own concern for this. I really hate it. And what else? What else, dude? Um, I guess it's pretty long already. I have a lot of things in mind, but I'm not delivering efficiently. I guess I have a lot of things to do. So thank you for watching, guys, and goodbye.